Horses in the yard for this year's Guineas race. Akatur, the favourite here at about $2.50. Let's take a look at them in the mounting yard. And of course, this mounting yard is brought to you by Sun Stud, home of Queensland's leading second season sire, and Love Conquers All. Okay, we're going to start with this top weight and favourite Akatur, who of course comes from the Snowden camp there in Sydney and was extremely unlucky at Ipswich, wasn't he? He's a Group 3 winner through the autumn there at Randwick on a wet track too. And look, hopefully he can put himself in a good spot. Certainly when he won the Carbine, he was up running third, and given the pattern of racing here today, that is where Jeff Lloyd's going to be heading early days. Ringo's a Rockstar is the two. Pretty unlucky his last couple, this horse. Look, I think if he gets some sort of a bit of luck from that barrier draw, perhaps he could fill a drum here. One thing about this horse is he is extremely tough. Careless Choice is a 3 and never got out there at Doomben last time out. So you know, he's won a race on the heavy track, but he seems to be better when he is on top of the ground. Although his Scone win came on a heavy track, so hopefully he can stay in touch a little bit early. Crack Me Up's a 4. He got up running 5th the other day, which is where you'd probably want to be here today. Certainly no further back, I wouldn't think, but an enormous run to run second behind such a war horse like Religify. Xamax is the 5, and one would imagine, even as brilliant as this horse has been his last couple, the pattern of racing is just against him here today. He's really blossomed and looks fantastic in the yard though. Flow will be the 6 from the Darren Beedman stable, who's a Class 3 winner at Kembla Grange last time out, and he led, so they'll be looking to go forward with Flow here today. He's a nice street cry horse, isn't he? All right, number 7 is A Touch More from the Matt Crop stable. He won over the mile at Toowoomba last time out, so he's probably not the worst here. Endless Days is the 8, just a wee little fella, not much off him. But he got the job done at the Gold Coast over 1,400 last time out, and sort of in the last hop, really. I think he probably needs a few things to go his way here. Constantine, I think, is a knockout chance at 10. Looks magnificent. He's strong. He's a good winner. He knows how to win. He's won 4 of 5. He's trained by Chris Muntz, and he's great each way odds around the 16-1 mark. Rotherby is the 11, who's a last start winner here, and has put 2 out of his last 4 together. So, you know, he's on his home track advantage here, isn't he? My True Love. All right, they are loading quite quickly here. I'm going to stick with this favourite because he's just mapped so beautifully here, and he's got the superior Sydney form there as well. 4, Crack Me Up, I think he'll take up a relatively forward position. I'm thinking 4th, 5th, 6th, around that mark. 13, My True Love, just because her pattern racing is going to be so well suited here today. I know she's drawn wide, but she'll just cruise across. And 10, Constantine. I think he's a knockout chance here, this chap from the Chris Muntz stable. 1, 4, 13 and 10. Really looking for horses that are going to be on speed in this race. Let's go to Nick Quinn and see what's happening here in the market.
Well, Bernie, the favourite Akatur has been an alarming betting drifter, 270 out to 360. There's been money for the next couple in the betting.
On course. Stand by. Red lights on. We're right now all in at the mile. Sets, gates open, racing out wide. My True Love pinged out. She's in front early from Save the Day, Park Chinois, and there's going forward Savan, Rotherby and Crack Me Up. A touch more's over on the inside of Constantine, Akatur and Flow. A length and a half to Zamex, and Ringo's a Rockstar from Mia Rosa, Careless Choice, 5 lengths, Endless Days, and Miss Chattering on the outside. She's last about 14 lengths off Rotherby. The local went to the lead from Savan, My True Love. Crack Me Up going to 4th on the outside, passing Park Chinois, who's out 3 wide. Next over on the inside there is A Touch More with Save the Date in the centre. Next is Flow on the outside from Constantine Zamax. Akatur is next on the outside there from Ringo's a Rockstar, Mia Rosa, Careless Choice. Second last the inside is Endless Days, and Miss Chattering's last about 12 lengths off the new leader, which is Crack Me Up. It's been joined by Flow on the outside. Park Chinois going to 3rd. Savan's up to 4th. Rotherby shuffle back to 5th. Akatur's up to 6th on the outside, about 5 lengths off the leader. My True Love, the next one, getting away from the inside, and then coming A Touch More from Save the Date, and next on the outside there, Constantine from Ringo's the Rockstar, Endless Days at the 400 metres mark, and Flow goes up on the outside with Park Chinois and Crack Me Up. Next placing Savan on the outside, and My True Love back nearer the inside. It's Crack Me Up in front now from Flow. Park Chinois running home, Careless Choice on the outside. Crack Me Up's in front, Careless Choice and Flow try. flying. Crack Me Up in front from Flow. My True Love, Careless Choice. Crack Me Up's in front and all too good. Crack Me Up. Crack Me Up has won the race by 3 lengths. It's a photo second between My True Love and Flow. Close up, Careless Choice, Mia Rosa. Also, Savannah Akatua, Park Sinwa, Constantine. Save the Date, Zamex, Miss Chattering. Ringo's the Rock Star. Endless Days, A Touch More. And Rotherby, the last one to greet the judge. Crack Me Up has bolted in the Guineas. Number 4, the winner. Defeating My True Love, who'll just run second ahead of Flow. And 4th will be Careless Choice on the outside. But Crack Me Up with that Religify form line in taking on older horses back to 3-year-old grade today and has raced away to win it. Damien Brown for Liam Birchley. Take out the Guineas at Group 3 level. Crack Me Up defeating My True Love, who got up on the inside late to run second. And 3rd to Flow, who did a good job after working. And 3, Careless Choice, has hit the line well to run 4th ahead of 17, Mia Rosa, who's run 5th. So 4, 13, 6 and 3. 4, 13, 6 and 3. Number 17 has run 5th. The time is 1:37.34. Last 600, 35.93. 1:37.34, 35.93. 4, 13, 6 and 3. 4, 13, 6 and 3. Number 17 ran 5th. 1 3/4 by a half head, the margins. 1 3/4 by a half head. Brilliant win, though, by Crack Me Up. That's only his second win at start 15. His only other win was in the Del Rello, this race that was just crazily run there on Toowoomba Cup Wheatwood Day last year when 2 went ballistic in front and he came from off the speed to win.
Too many kisses here for Liam Birchley. Well done on taking out the Guineas.
No, really happy with this horse. His record probably not as good as it should be. Even last start, you know, he pushed a really good horse when the weights were against him, and I think he's got a big future. He's got a lot of scope, and I think he'll keep improving.
I just don't think I've seen him travel that well in the run either.
No, like, and in an unusual position too for him. He's usually a horse that chases well off a good pace, and it's in an unfamiliar role and still did it, you know, with a lot of authority.
He did indeed, and I think Brownie just rode to the circumstances here today, and let's face it, it has been leaderish.
Yeah, and Brownie being Brownie, you just tell him to ride it how he sees it, and last thing I expected to see was him leading, but he's a bit hard to disagree with sometimes.
He is indeed. What are you going to do with him now?
I'm not sure. I was keen to try him over a bit further just to test his range, and I've just got to see if there's a suitable race coming up, but otherwise there's a Magic Millions horse, can always go back to 1400, but I don't really know if the Gold Coast is go. Something we can have a talk about over a few beers, I reckon.
A few beers tonight I think you can enjoy. Well done.
Thanks very much.
There he is, winning trainer Liam Birchley, and what a great job he's done with Crack Me Up here. Of course, he stepped him out against Religify last time out. He was pretty unlucky in the well, he just didn't handle the track really at Eagle Farm in the Fred Best, but he put in a slashing run. He put the riding on the wall first up from a spell in that Queensland Day listed race behind Good Standing. He was outstanding there. He ran 4th. Then he went to Eagle Farm, didn't handle the conditions, and then he ran second against Religify in the Wayne Wilson. So he had that good tough hit out against the older horses last time out. Damien Brown's just ridden him a treat here today, and yeah, he really seemed to like his new roll up on the speed there. It's the best we've seen him travel, certainly into the turn. He's usually back and sort of being chased along, so maybe that will be his new role. He's obviously nice, clean-winded horse, and he's been able to do a great job here today. Let's just get Damien Brown's thoughts on taking out the Group 3 Guineas. Well done, Damien.
Yeah, thanks, Bernie. Love it when a plan comes together.
And it did. You're very clever. You rode to the track here today.
Yeah, look, obviously we weren't intending on leading, but I got trapped out and they started to really slow up the pace. And I know he runs a strong mile, so I just rode him like that.
Liam said you wouldn't do what you're told anyway.
No, probably not. I'm deaf in one ear.
How about going a bit further? He thinks he'd like to push him out a little bit more.
Yeah, look, he relaxed as well and he was strong through the line, so positive signs moving forward.
Great to see a local win the race.
Yeah, terrific, Benny.
Well done. All right, there he is, winning jockey Damien Brown. Of course, Winks won it last year, but it goes to Liam Birchley. Training a lot these days from his farm out near Woodford, or just out of Woodford actually, called Archer Park. So 4, Crack Me Up, takes out the Guineas here. The Group 3 Guineas beating My True Love there in second spot. Flo boxed on well, didn't he, after doing a lot of work. And the 3, Careless Choice, coming down the outside. 1:37.34 the time here. And the last 600 is 35.93. So that's it, race 8. The Sunshine Coast Guineas is over and done with. We're after a short break, but stick around. We've got Form Line Extra coming up.